Hey everyone. Today I'll be discussing narrative therapy and solution focused brief therapy, or SBFT. Uh, Both approach therapy and psychopathology in similar and different ways. In this video discussion, I'll be discussing these issues with four prompts. First are the similarities and differences between SFBT and narrative therapy. Both originate out of the postmodern school of thought within psychology. This is called social constructionism. Viewing the general concepts of each theory is where I found the similarities, such as both focus on the client's strengths and goals for the future. Differences are easy to find as narrative therapy focuses on the client's own subjective nature about his or her life. This means a sizable portion of the therapy is focused on the past and the retelling of it. SFBT, on the other hand, heavily limits any talk about the past and to an extent the present. SFBT is focused on strength-based solutions for the future. So the second prompt I'll discuss is the strengths and limitations of each theory. Narrative therapy finds its strengths in the embodiment of narrative constructionism. It helps one find and correct gross misinterpretations of their past and engage in reauthoring of their own narrative to facilitate personal empowerment. Narrative therapy also has its strengths when working with families and facilitating the externalization of their problems. As Tan 2022 put it, quote, learning to view their own problems as being outside of themselves. Its limitations come from the process itself, which can be time-consuming and therefore place a financial strain on the client. Narrative therapy's reliance on the subjective can be detrimental when objectively will be obvious when objectively obvious benefits exist. SFBT's strengths lie in the goal-oriented method its structure is based, which many find as a practical way to engage in therapy. Corey 2021 outlined this with the WDEP system, which stands for direction or doing, self-evaluation, and planning. For many clients, rapid change is what they're seeking, and this therapy facilitates that by focusing on their strengths, identifying available resources, and finally, on what good solutions would look like. Its limitations come from the brief aspect of this form of therapy. Deeper psychological and mental concerns can easily be overlooked. Likewise, SFBT doesn't employ the necessary tools for addressing this. The third prompt is to analyze both theories for compatibility with biblical concepts. On the whole, in my opinion, I would say it's difficult to connect biblical concepts to either theory. This is due to the theoretical orientation each theory is built upon, postmodernism. As a reminder, postmodernism holds that objective truth and reality cannot be known because they do not exist. A foundation of the Bible and Christianity is that objective truth can be known through the Word of God. However, one could make the case that with SFBT, that general concepts like focusing on hope resonate with biblical themes like faith and resilience. The last prompt is to discuss the psychopathology measurement limitations in each theory. Measuring clients' outcomes is a gray area for both theories. Again, touching on the postmodern foundation, success, stagnation, or failure can only be decided by the self-report of the client. Additionally, with both theories, psychopathology must be grounded in objective truth, which doesn't exist in postmodernism. This categorical imperative presents a glaring issue with what even constitutes psychopathology. In the absence of any type of standardization, psychopathology is difficult to address. However, an argument can be made, as mentioned by Swisher and Rubin, as clients can be confused by a DSM diagnosis and how that should be viewed. Questions like, is this a medical condition? Do I need medication? What is my role in managing this diagnosis? And will it ever go away? These common doubts and questions that surround psychopathology diagnosis and terms can cloud the therapeutic process. So, thank you everyone for watching and have a great summer.